You can't get an accurate magazine-fed, fully shrouded, regulated air rifle for $300. Or can you? Hello everyone, I'm Bill and welcome to Pelletonix, air gunning for the average guy. Today we're taking a look at the Umarex Gauntlet. Now when this gun was first introduced to the market, it created quite a stir because it was the first gun to come in at a $300 price point that was fully regulated and magazine fed and fully shrouded. Let's go over the specs real quick. This one is in a 22 caliber, 900 feet per second, has a 23.5-inch barrel, a 46-inch overall length, comes with a 10-shot rotary style magazine, has an 11mm dovetail to mount your scope, has a single stage adjustable trigger, bolt action, manual safety. You get 60 shots per fill out of the 13 cubic inch bottle with a Foster fitting, no special fill probe. Thank you, Umarex. And the regulator set at 1150 psi. The whole package without the scope comes in at about 8.5 pounds. Let's go over some of the pros, the things that I like about this gun. First of all, the barrel is fully shrouded and moderated. I give it about a low to medium rating. Second of all, it's bottle fed. So if you're going out on a pesting expedition and in a target rich environment, you can always buy a second bottle, throw it in your pack with you instead of lugging around a scuba tank. Also, it's magazine fed. I absolutely hate single loading pellets. A magazine, once you go to a magazine fed gun, you will never look at a break barrel or a single feed gun the same again. Another thing is all these parts you've seen before. If you really look at this gun, you've seen the tank. If you come from a paintball background, you've seen this tank before. You've seen the magazine style before. You've seen the breech style before. It's just wrapped in a different stock. So that means that these parts have been in the field, they've been time tested, and they've been proven to work well. Umarex just brought them all together into one package. Now I want to talk about some of the cons. The bolt on this thing is serviceable, but really rough, and I hope it smooths out with some use. The trigger is kind of gritty, and the pull is a little long on it, but it is adjustable, and I'm sure I can adjust that out, and I can probably do a little tweaking on the trigger to smoothen that up. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But it's also a $300 gun. Now the Sling Studs, I would have been happy if they'd have just left them off. I mean, it was a nice thought, and I think they're using it for a little bit of structural support up here on the front, but they're in the way and they're not in the right position. So if you put a sling on it, the barrel is going to be pointing behind you. To get the bipod on here, I actually had to take the front off and just drill a hole and use a bolt to bolt the Picatinny rail on to get the bipod mounted in a serviceable manner. If I would have mounted it back here with where the sling stud is with the shape of the gun, they would have been, it was just not doable. Now I'm going to tell you some of the things you need to look out for if you buy this gun. When I got mine, this gap between the bottle cover and the barrel wasn't even. The barrel cover was the bottle cover was actually touching the barrel. That's going to throw your accuracy way off. So you simply loosen this screw, the screw on the other side that's similar to it, adjust the gap down, retighten them, and you should be good to go. The other problem I had was the gauge was halfway up inside the bottle cover and the Foster fitting was down where like it had been over tightened. Easy fix to that is simply degas the gun, loosen the Allen screws, turn the regulator to line your Foster fitting and your gauge up, retighten the Allen screws, regas the gun, and you're good to go. The first few times I shot it, the accuracy was just behaving oddly. Then I happened to notice the barrel shroud was loose. Not rattling around loose, but loose. It wasn't snugged up. I simply tightened the barrel shroud. That helps hold the barrel straight, puts extra pressure on the spring on the end of the barrel to help hold it. The accuracy straightened right up. And speaking of accuracy, let's head on out to 25 yards And we'll shoot a couple of Walmart brand pellets, the Crossman Premier Hollow Points and the Ruger Super Points. And since everybody loves JSB, we'll do the exact Jumbo Diablo 15.89 grains and the Jumbo Heavies at 18.13. And to round out our 5, we'll try the Air Arms Diablo Field 16 grain. Let's head outside and see how she shoots. Well, you see the results, and holy cow. I'm not going to blame this bad shot on the Ruger pellets because it jammed in the gun and I had to force it in there, and then it shot this crazy one over here. But look at those groups. If I had to pick a winner out of those 4 based off of this 25-yard groups, I don't think I could do it. That means I'm really going to have to stretch the range out to find the best pellet, which is good news for y'all. If you buy this gun, you'll get along great shooting Walmart pellets that are locally available, and they shoot very well at 25 yards. We have definitely got to ring this gun out and see if these groups can hold up out to 50 and 75 yards. I don't think it's a 100-yard gun at all, but if it can hold groups at 50 and 75, I will be pleased. This is a new channel and I'm doing new reviews, so it's only fitting that I have a new rating system. I'll be rating every gun I review on accuracy, fit and finish, features, and bang for the buck. As far as the Umarex Gauntlet is concerned on accuracy, if these groups can hold out to 50 yards or better, definitely going to be a 10. But as for right now, at 25, I can only give it an 8. Fit and finish, that's where we fall short. No more than a 4. There was too many parts and too many little things that I had to tweak on before the gun would shoot correctly. As far as features, definitely an 8. This gun is loaded up at $300. If this thing would have had a power adjuster, it would have been a 10 all the way, but you're never going to see that for a $300 gun. Bang for the buck, it's a 10 all the way. You get a whole lot for your $300. It's the first gun that I bought that I feel like I actually got more than what I paid for. Thanks for sticking with me till the end of the video, guys. Remember, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. Subscribe if you haven't already. And tell me in the comments below what your thoughts on the Umarex Gauntlet are. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Check out my latest upload right here. Or here's a video you might like. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget about my other channel. Check it out. You might like it.